Overall, though, I can't really cover anything else because, as you can see with all these black shadows, there's going to be a lot of custom fortifications built up in the yellow zones. Blue 4 going to be spawning directly on the HVIs, green 4 coming in to reinforce blue 4. This is basically to help separate the player base because Op 4 gets a 10% number advantage when compared to both blue 4 and green 4. So that's probably why slotting took a hot second for this round, and they're probably talking about a bunch of other stuff. This is also an embassy assassination mission made by Whiplash, so this is probably going to be some pretty good quality stuff. Regardless, let's jump right into it. Who will win? I just hope the round say blue 4 and green 4 as one and op 4 as the other. Op 4 all spawn in this one vicinity. Oh, they added an MI8. That was not on the docket, but that is fine. Let's go ahead and look at everything. So briefing, diplomatic crisis is developing on Malden. The recent tweets made by the U.S. ambassador on Malden have caused an uprising on the island. Tensions arose with protests around the embassy, and an evacuation attempt of the ambassador resulted in a failure. A U.S. platoon now stationed is waiting for reinforcements and must wait for a UN QRF force to comprise the British paratroopers, interesting, that are stationed nearby to arrive to calm down the situation. Notes Blue Forest 3 HVIs that wear blue vests and blue helmets. Op 4 must kill all 3 targets to win. Cool. Made by Whiplash. Game mode, already explained that stuff. The 3 HVIs are going to be Danny DeVito, Norm MacDonald. Oh, that's funny. Norma and Rick James, those 3 actors. Got it. Fred, Sam, and Arctic Ghost. Okay. Render distance is 850 meters, default build points at 125, and no magnified optics nor NVG equipment. Yes, Forge, they are all naked, which is exactly how you like it, apparently. Anyway, both sides are getting, all 3 sides, excuse me, are getting a single AT round and a single HE round. Op 4 going with the RPG, and Blue 4 and Green 4 going with the Maz. Otherwise, we're going to start with Op 4 here. Op 4 have the 1990s Yugoslavian Army olive camouflage here, so, you know, strap vests and not a lot of body armor there, but that is A-okay, because they, FNF rescripts all vest values to have the same amount of body armor for fairness. Wow, okay. You got the M70, and the M92, so, gosh, I forget which specific country made them. They're either Czech or Yugoslavian AKs, but they're chambered in 7.62x39, CZ99 as a, handgun. The M84, which is basically a PKP, as the light machine gun, and the FN Mag as the medium, but they're both medium machine guns. RBR, M80 as the light anti-tank. I'm going to quickly look and see if there is X-ray here. If there is no X-ray element, then we don't have to cover Recon, because Recon is X-ray. And then Crew and Aviation get a choice of an M92 or an SA-61, aka the Scorpion. Otherwise, nothing on crew served weapons for them. They get 6 transport trucks, 6 Hilux covered, which are, you know, Toyota Hiluxes, cars. 1, what is that, a PKM pickup, and an MI8, which I didn't see added, but it has 2 turrets, PKT specifically. All right, on the Op 4 side, we have Puma commanding with Anderson as his 2IC, Dreek leading Alpha HQ with Poe as a driver slot, Cosmot leading Alpha 1 with Maz, Give Me Your Milk, Wheaton, Martin Arcor, and Loki, Cyrus leading, actually no, Bridges, he has the leadership symbol in his name, leading Cyrus Fist, Sub-Angler, Wiki, No Name, and Mackenzie as well. Nielsen leading Bravo HQ with Bravo 1. Oh, excuse me, I get these 2 confused now because they both play. Nelson leading Bravo HQ with Nielsen leading Bravo 1 with Drake, Eagle, Top Gun, Sholand, Bates, and Montgomery under him. Genry leading Bravo 2 with Depso, Tymek, Hampton, Kaz, and the Badsman under him. McSwagger, it looks like he merged Charlie 2 with the Charlie HQ element, Charlie 2 being led by Ace, because you can tell by the slash name and the order of these, whoever has the top slash generally is the unit guy in charge of that. Otherwise, under Ace, we have Lewis Dover, Baum, Matlock, and Hachi. Ash leading Charlie 1 with Banks, Eric, Hiru, Kerrigan, and Ivno. Artisan leading Delta HQ, he's merged groups under him. He's got Absorb, Schnuffle, Space Cowboy, Carl, Bands, Cho, and Dooley. Chow, lovely. And then Gordon and Michael are going to be flying and gunning the MI8 respectively. Not a bad combo there. Let's go ahead and look over at Blue 4, which is a small group of U.S. Marines here. You got that single M240 static that they have. They also have a 4x4 SUV. Otherwise, I'm going to be curious to look at these custom areas too. Their uniforms are the 1980s Army woodland camouflage guys, so basically Cold War U.S. forces. Breaking it down, they got platoon leader, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR, which have hunt IR rounds, which are 40mm grenades you fire into the air. Turns into a camera with a parachute, gives you a eye in the sky view. Really useful for doing reconnaissance and getting a bearing on the field you're in. Otherwise, machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank and assistant, medium anti-tank 2 and assistant. RI, RIS, and SNP don't matter because there's no X-ray. Designated marksman, which is going to be a Mark 14 DMR variant because you can see the bipod right there. I mentioned that because it's not mentioned in the loadout, which I need to go back and look at op-4s, but it's probably an M76, based off of their other weaponry. Otherwise, you got crew lead, crewmen, pilot, medics, and then the base kit. Loadouts for these guys are going to be M16A1s and Colt carbines, which are semi-auto or burst fire 5.56 weapons. You got the M9 Beretta as their secondary, the 249 and M60 combo for their light machine gun and medium machine gun respectively. 249 probably the best machine gun out in the field. Other than the MG3, but that's debatable. MG3 is more situational. M249 is, in my opinion, your overall best LMG based off of how it handles. But I digress. M72 Law is the light anti-tank. Recon doesn't matter. And then you have an MP5 or a Colt carbine for crewmen. Nothing on crew served weapons. Their assets are an armored 4x4, so they can use that to drive the VIP around. A little worried about that because that means that it can really survive the MI8 trying to hunt it down, and it is very, very heavily bulletproof, but AT will smoke it. But otherwise, I got a Land Cruiser, actually three SUVs here, just under different classes, and then a standing M240 with 1,200 rounds. Otherwise, looking at the roster, here are 3 VIPs, as already mentioned. You got Fred, Sam, and Arctic Ghost, so if they all die, Op4 wins. If they all survive, Blue 4 and Green 4 win. Otherwise, Vagrant leading Alpha, Mittens leading Alpha 1 with Buckets, Gurr, Coleman Eric, who is on the multi, by the way, and Roche under Alpha 1. No Alpha 2 element, interesting. Bravo has both elements led by Lurch with Nemesis with some Scandi Recon members leading in Bravo 1, but Nemesis is leading. Iander, Boys, Whiplash, Epic Daedra, Hamilton, and Emery. Cap Morgan leading Bravo 2 with Sam Handwich, Savon, Mito, Blaze, and Asiwoki. Otherwise, that is it for the Blue 4 segment. Go ahead and looking at, Green 4, which are allied to Blue 4, acting as British paratroopers here. If they're Cold War II, that might mean they have... Oh, no, they actually have M4. Okay, all right. And I do see they have DMRs as well. We'll go back and look at Op4s in a second, but... Green 4 are going to be our 1980s British Para DPM camouflage. Loadouts are FNFALs and Colt carbines. A lot of them are probably going to take the Colt carbine because the FNFAL, you cannot full auto it. And when there was a Malden campaign over the past few months, where it was British paratroopers on Blue 4 versus Op 4 as 1980s khaki camouflage Soviets. The Soviets won, I think, every game but one, and the main reason was attributed to the fact that the L1A1 or FNFALs that they gave Blue 4 were only semi-auto. They couldn't full auto, and when they were fighting the AK-74s on Op 4's side, the full auto of the AK-74 outperformed the single fire of the Blue 4 weapons every single time. So it was just a mess. But otherwise, with them, I mean, they're fighting in a similar way, similar weapon that you can full auto on the other side, but I digress here. Their loadouts are otherwise going to be the FNFA or the Colt carbine. That's why you see a lot of people taking Colt carbines instead. You got the Browning. I've also heard by a lot of people that they hate the Bren because it's literally just a 30-round assault rifle, just bigger than a regular assault rifle. So, people feel it's kind of useless. Otherwise, they get the FN Mag as the medium machine gun. They also get an M72 Law for the light anti-tank. Recon doesn't matter. And then they get a choice of a Sterling SMG, which I've also heard is a piece of shit, or the Colt carbine. Otherwise, their assets include transport Land Rovers and SUVs, and you see all these guys scratching their butt here. Looking at the Green 4 side, it is Azuki commanding... so here's what they did. Blue 4 is in charge. They have Alpha and Bravo, and then Green 4 is going to be Charlie and Delta. So Charlie is Azuki, leading Charlie 1 and 2, with Charlie 1 being led by Good Time Saddam, with Gogo, Solomon, Pro Hunter, Wayne, Rust, and Wise under him. Grav leading Charlie 2 with Hunavar Barnes and Roster. Shy merging all of Delta together, leading Steve, Kabubi, Mountain, Olaf, Lolo, G-Legs, and Seismo. Overall, not a bad lineup there, but starting off Blue 4 and Op 4, or excuse me, Blue 4 and Green 4 separated might allow for Op 4 to do a quick rush play, but we will see. Otherwise, looking at this facility, you got a construction building over here at the edge of town, which might give Op4 a great opportunity to immediately get a foothold in here with the Overwatch potential of this town, so that could be quite messy. You have what appears to be the embassy building. This is a reference to that failed rescue attempt, which is kind of funny because this is a KA-60, which would normally be a Russian-based helicopter, but, you know, it's a good helicopter to make that look right. You've got a burnt-out spot over here, and then you have this building, which is... God, what mod is that from? It's from one of their maps that they've added in. It's not lithium, it's something else. But regardless, a lot of different entryways up here, which is quite nice. They got some perimeter areas here. Whiplash, I mean, he's really good with his custom compounding. And then over here, you have some sort of abandoned fortification here that the U.S. have taken a foothold on. And it just looks pretty fucking cool. It's got some good Overwatch points for these areas under them, but that is a lot of tree line that Op4 can maneuver around. So it's... not bad, but I'm going to be honest. I think that's actually a better position than the embassy here, because the embassy is right next to a freaking town. Yeah, you have a perimeter wall, but there's a lot of holes in that perimeter wall. This building is going to be your best bet on CQC, but usually when you're CQCing with your enemy, whoever has the more numbers wins, especially with how grenades are now. They actually kill you. So... I don't know. I feel like that's just going to be a mess. I do appreciate the texture right here for the United States. He even edited that out too, which is quite nice. Otherwise, looking back on Op4 real quick, I want to quickly check their marksman rifle, which again, I believe is going to be an M76. I'm going to have to look at Charlie for this one because all of Alpha is in VIX already. Yep. M76, which is basically a AK-style rifle chambered in 7.62x5.4 with 10-round magazines. So it's basically like an SVD recamoed, you know? And yes, this is the first round. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm really leaning on Op4 here because Blue 4 appear to want to make their final stand here. And that's going to give Op4 a lot of room to crawl up. Yes, there's some decent Overwatch to stop Op4 as they move in, but it's kind of a toughie here. It's kind of a toughie. I could really see Op4 getting right on the perimeter here and just start chucking grenades and causing buildings to explode via VIX to explode. I don't think the buildings are actually going to go up, though, because of, you know, this is all custom placed. I do find it funny, this little utility shed here. This is Sam, one of the VIPs with that blue vest and blue helmet, but I don't know. This could go either way. Ah, man. Trying to think here. What's the best way Blue 4 to win this objective by defending the embassy? Because you also have Op4 mounting into that building and exchanging marksman rifle, marksman fire. You got Op4. What's the maximum render distance again on this game mode? Mission variables 850. Yeah, that would be within range of the embassy to do reconnaissance from. So it's a toughie. I don't know. Like, then again, every time I've tried to predict which side will win, that side loses. But here, I'm really struggling to see how Blue 4 can come up on top with this. Yeah, they have the 240. Putting that on the roof will deny the helicopter from doing any incursions. But I feel like if Op4 just keeps their guys together in a somewhat coherent battle line, they'll be fine. We do have some dudes out here indicating they might try to drop a squad off with the Mi-8, but I don't know. Another concern I have is both sides have AT and HE rounds for their anti-tank. So a few well-placed HE rounds on the floors of this building from outside is going to do some pretty significant damage. Now, I guess one nice caveat is Blue 4 can hide anywhere in here, which is why I think you had Sam, like, checking this building out. I'm sure there's a few devious corners they could put themselves in, but I'm struggling, guys. I'm genuinely struggling here. Nah, this is round one, Keenan. You're good. You're good. I don't owe you shit, Forge. If only they could use those cannons at the ruins. Yeah, a fucking cannonball thing that you'd have to reload for like 2 minutes before you could fire again. I think the upkeep of having one of these running in, what, the 1980 time period that they're setting up here would be a little more expensive than what it was worth. And if it rained and the powder got wet, then you're screwed anyway. Oh, man. I don't know. I see Blue 4 like prepping for defending this open area, and that's really trying. That's just really cherry picking. Because Op 4 are just going to come up this SSR right here and attack directly. If they go all the way around, I think that's really, really dumb. Because one of these objectives is going to outright overwatch this open area. Why would you risk going through all of this openness when you could literally just drive up to the edge of the town, scout with your MI8 to see if any Blue 4 are trying to rush to the edge of the town? Hell, you could even dismount down there and then move on the forested area. And then once you run into the wall as they start shooting at you, just back up and reposition around into the town. Like, I don't really see how Op 4 could screw this up, but who's command? Puma's competent, and he's got the head honcho of the NA branch under him, so I don't think they do anything too bad here. I'd be a little more worried if it was like a commander I'd never seen before that tries to go for some outlandish plan. Or Pierce. One of the two. Because the only thing I see Op 4 losing to is an outlandish plan. But why am I seeing a force split here? Oh, God. Oh, God, what are you doing? I think Blue 4 setting up this way because they saw that other Op 4 spawn area, so they're planning for maybe they're going to come up the MSR, but given the choice, the spawn area from Larch is the best one. Oh, God, this is a very far dismount. They are not leaving anything to chance. I'm going to be honest, they could have at least come up and dismounted at the edge of this tree line and not had to have worried about any counter rushes, but that's a weird one. Looks like Green 4 are rushing up to the castle area to defend another HVI, which is Fred. So they're going to go for a force split right off the bat, not hold all their eggs in one basket to space things out. Because I'm going to be honest, this AO, but you made some like battle lines in the lower ground, would have been pretty awesome. Have a, a group back here to overwatch your rear in case of a reach around. But, I mean, this position definitely better here. So, I don't 100% agree with Op 4's tactics. They're trying to form this massive battle line here. Because you see Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. The one fear I have is they might not be in positions to completely overwatch and assist each other. But as I say that, I mean, Charlie and Delta are going to come up this route and hit. Alpha's going to run around over here and move in, and Bravo's going to overwatch and eventually push down. So in actuality, I could see this working. It's just I'm a little worried that Alpha is going to be out of position to assist Charlie and Delta on the macro when they start moving into this embassy building. Because timing-wise, I feel like Delta and Charlie are going to hit there first, and then these guys are going to come in. But timing is really important here, because that's something as a commander you can't really control in a PvP situation. But I could see Bravo then coming down and assisting. It's how would I further describe this? Kind of like defeat in detail, but in reverse. No. If you're doing the attacking, usually defeat in detail. Yeah. I mean, the defenders are already separated, but they have less of a number advantage anyway. But if Op 4 only attacks with Charlie and Delta first and they're repelled, and then Alpha attacks and then gets repelled, that's kind of being defeated in detail there, because they're not attacking with their full force at the same time to overwhelm the garrison position. They're just defeating smaller chunks as they attack themselves. Can't vote for green. Green is bundled to blue because green and blue are both on the same side. So if they were all fighting each other, then maybe, but yeah. Then there would be a separate option. That'd be kind of cool, though, a three-way assassination fight. I feel like everyone would fucking turtle, though. You'd have to have the defenders have a number advantage at that point. So, astonishingly, Blue Force sending out a team to dynamically move around here. You got the MI8 coming around. No one's loaded in the MI8 other than the pilot and gunner. But look at this massive force around right here. You got OPFOR also focusing on looking on the southern side. I'm going to be honest, guys. This is going to be a slow round. All right? Because OPFOR is going to encircle and eliminate this position, then move on, encircle and eliminate that position. It's just going to be a long one, unfortunately. But I think with all the weaponry that both Blue 4 and Green 4 have, because think about it. Well, actually, no. No, I'm not going to make that point. I was going to say both sides, you know, have more weaponry overall, but they're doing the Alpha Bravo on one faction, Charlie Delta thing on the other faction, which means they can't double up on certain weapons, like marksman rifles being only an Alpha and Charlie, which would be incredibly useful in this scenario. Especially to the ladder AO that Green 4 is defending. Because all that open area with that Overwatch position would be better. Why 3 factions? You know, that's a really great question. Also, Patman, I think you sent me something on Discord. I will take a look at it later. I just didn't have an opportunity to get back to you on it because I got flooded with DMs this morning. But really, it's just mission maker's choice. I think Whiplash was going for like a QRF force to come in and potentially have to deal with OPFOR coming around as well, but because OPFOR decided to go incredibly slow on this, you have this instead. So now Blue 4 have fanned out and taken this structure. Got some GLs coming in already knocking out a dude. Another dude for OPFOR has been taken out. I think you just saw some AT get launched up in that construction building. Did you honestly just Dooley, you just with an HE round 2, Dooley, I love you, buddy, but Dooley, Gale Way on Fire, thanks for the 14-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you have a nice kick out of this Friday Night Fight branch. So I'm looking at everything here. You got Mito, who somehow got picked off of that static. There's another guy running up that also got picked off that static. Don't know if that was Bravo shooting at him or what. It would be Alpha and Charlie that have the marksman, so maybe it was a Charlie shooter over here. Arakiru maybe? No, he doesn't have any kills, but yeah, they are starting to pick people up on the rooftops there. But regardless, we got Bomb that died and Hachi that died. And it's only Mito that's been killed off. The other guy woke back up.
Send in Go Team 6.
But Jared, thanks for the 37-month resub, and Ghostwell, thanks for the 9-month resub as well. I hope you both keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. So you got the PKTs off the MI8 now, firing down. Blue 4 pulling back to secondary defensive positions. It's tough. Oh! Yeah, that's what I was worried about, but they're not close enough to properly range those in and get them in the floors they need to. What is this MI8 doing? Like, I get the angle they're trying to go for, but you never want to fly head-on into an objective like that because it really exposes the pilot. Oh, man. They're still alive, but that's incredibly risky. So yeah, Alpha is just kind of out of position here. Bravo is now folding into. You're really just dealing with Charlie and Delta here, and Blue 4 is having some, doing a good job repelling. I just heard a round. Engines out. I mean, they have room here. They need to bleed more speed. Otherwise, they're going to go too far out. Oh, they're going right for those trees. Yeah, they didn't bleed enough speed, and there's the tree. They should have kept cutting left. And then turning to help bleed speed, and that would have landed them a little more to the left. They could have made that, but that's a shame. The Mi-8 is a bitch to fly when you get into a situation like that and you only have first person, admittedly. Alright, so now we're going to have a little bit of a slowdown here as Op4 repositions themselves. And pushing in. Yeah, trees cushion the fall. Yeah, definitely. I do like that we are seeing marksmen trying to pick people off. Eric Kiru actually got a kill from a pick-off. Wasn't him, though, because I checked him beforehand, so it was someone else in this facility. I got Iander right here just slowly bleeding out. Maybe he took damage from an HE round earlier. Tough to call. Grid wreck, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But hey, there's 2 more rounds tonight. Maybe you can make it for those. And I just hydrated as you put that down. Sweet. Good timing. I'm going to be honest, this is just going to be HE and grenade hell in here. Like, absolutely. They're setting up their SSWT kits, the bipod machine guns on. Oh, that's nasty. Delta starting to move in. Alpha now folding in. Okay, you might have a really nice L-shape attack going in here. Is the building destructible? No, I believe it would be set to invincible. Otherwise, a single Op4 combat engineer could throw a satchel in there and just take out the entire building, which, I'm going to be honest, if you ever get the opportunity to do that, I would always recommend doing, but because this is a custom place building, I'm willing to bet they set it to invincible. We'll know if we see some of this glass get shot out that it's destroyable, and if it just, you know, stays tanky, then, yeah, they disable damage on it. Week has been a shit show to the point I had to go to the gun range for more training. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm going to the gun range on Monday, actually. Got 1,000 rounds of 9mm for a really good rate. And I'm going with my father, and my brother's invited too, but she, not sure if she'll show up. Yeah, the helo got shot down. What 9mm? A few different types of Glocks. And yes, 1,000 rounds. Look, 250 for 1,000 rounds is like a fucking steal, all right? But you'd be surprised as a as an Arma 3 YouTuber what contacts you end up getting. I call him my ammo guy. Only 1,000 rounds, yep. And then, yeah, they put a satchel in here with the idea to blow the building up, but this building's also set to invincible, so that satchel charge wasn't effective. Alright, you got some GLs not coming in there further, trying to collapse the building, but because the building's set to invincible, because it's custom placed, because you see that black shadow on it, I'd imagine this building's also invincible. But look at this distraction. This is now allowing this other team to come in as a strike team, and they can get up to this floor all the way up here. Oh, this could get messy. What am I going to do after the first half hour? What do you mean by that, Terror? Or Error. I always call you Terror. Lurch is dead. Headshots. Yep, so now Op4 is just going to slowly clear this building out. $1,000 rounds equals a half hour. We'll see. Yeah, so you just got all this skirmishing out here. A lot of dead Op4 though, so I'd imagine Blue 4 caught some in the street, but now they're getting taken out themselves. See, there's more Op4 breaching this area. And with all the gunfire, that's just adding to the confusion. They also killed one of the radio men here. Ooh. There goes Mittens. I think he was dealing with these guys coming up here. So I don't think Blue Force realize that their perimeter's been breached just yet. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's hilarious. That is freaking hilarious. Top 4 just starting to swarm into this AO. You got Nemesis on 4 kills out here. He's doing his best to rage a one-man guerrilla war here. Will it be enough, though? Oh, he's fighting people like Bayant, though. Oh! Oh! And Avno throws a smoke grenade. Oh, that was a beautiful trade. Oh my god. Fucking Wiki blown away. Oh my god, Wiki literally blown away with that. Gur just grenaded himself. I'm doing alright, Sniper. How you doing? Look, Bay and Nemesis are among, like, the best players. Bay, I would argue, is the best player in FNF. Nemesis is in my top 5. Well, top 10, actually. A lot of, he used to be in my top, I would say, actually was for a long while one of the best, but then you had Bay start showing his head, you had Falcon showing, and then Papega Pirate started showing. But Nemesis, I mean, he has a quick reaction time. So, like, he is on par with Papega Pirate players, which in my opinion are, like, the best of the best. In terms of individual skill, Scandi, I would say, is slightly better than Papega because they have superior tactics. And when you combine good skill with superior tactics, it gets messy for anyone you're fighting. I'm waiting for it. They shut the door again. Because I think out of everyone here, this is the last bastion they have. They have one guy out here with an explosive specialist. Roche could throw some explosive satchels around to screw with Op4 here. But this is running down the clock. I think Op4 will eventually be able to overpower this position, but it's going to cost a lot of Op4 lives to do it. And by then, Op4 is not going to have enough time to go hit the other objective here. So now it's just a waiting game. Great pickoff right there, only to get taken out by another shooter. If a game were to trade evenly, the attackers would always win, but it never trades evenly. I'd say Op4 is technically winning right now, but that's about to change because this is going to get very, very messy. The only solution I see is satchels being thrown through this door once it opens. And I mean, we also got a Blue 4 guy camping right here too. Because I don't think there's any easy way to the roof. There's no like outside ladders or whatnot. Which I think a ladder like right here would have been nice to get to the rooftop to flank around. But, I mean, this is just a really defensive building, and you can't destroy it, so... You've got some of the outskirts guys getting picked off now. Eagle Andy, it's good. I might... actually, no, I am going to do a stream sometime this weekend to make peanut butter cookies, and while they're in the oven, I'm going to thin out some of my pepper and tomato plants and show you guys how the greenhouse is doing. Because I haven't posted it in a hot second, because I've been, well, busy with some other shit, admittedly. Yeah, so he's coming up here to try to see if there's a ladder. I think that would have been really nice to add. But at this point, Op4 is just going to be trying to get in here and coming around. So Sam has died. He was one of the HVTs up here, actually. So one of the HVTs themselves are dead. Probably got picked off as he was trying to do some marksman stuff or just die to a random grenade. But this is where the fight's going to be. Aussie Wookie opening the door. And so he's just checking in. He's going to go in here now. But yeah, that 240 is going to be... it's going to be nice. Heli would have been nice to land on the roof, I agree. But yeah, they usually get picked off early. But went a little too far there. Cat Morgan holding this position. Oh, Bat, you don't ever bandage in the open like Dover. Oh my god. That smoke's only gonna screw Op 4 over. Never, ever bandage in the open like that. Go into a corner if you absolutely need to, and if you don't want to get up and bandage, then just don't bandage. Because when you're in a CQC situation like that, you're gonna get scuffed if you pull something like that. The window screwed me? Yeah. Because they're not bulletproof. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. So who the hell is still down here? Savannah, I think, is down the floor fucking with him? With an M60, yep. That smoke causes the reaction time to get delayed there. Sholin's down there just randomly shooting. You got the VIP set up right here. I mean, if he were to come further back and use a 203 at the doorway, I think they would go outside the minimum range. Worst fucking time to reload! Fucking quiet gun there. They're throwing grenades down. Uh-oh, grenade. Jesus freaking Christ. Welcome to the meat grinder. Oh. No, they can place sandbags beforehand, but not anymore. There's no ace fortification tool. Throw another grenade down there for the memes. Uh-oh, Gur's got to run from that building. No, he's running deeper in. Oh, the gunner's dead. Probably got blown away by a grenade. Ah. Blue 4 just doesn't have the numbers now to maintain this opening. There's only 4 of them around. Did you just... I think Op 4 is also confused where, like, who's still alive and who's assaulting this position. Yeah, there's just so many dead guys around. Just more shit's being thrown left, right, and center. I believe that is an Op 4 FN mag gunner. Just a box smoke coming in. Sholin trying to fire through the floor, free firing around these. Yeah, he's trying to fire through the damn floor. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I don't think he can pen though. Well, that's pretty damn hilarious. Op 4 is being incredibly cautious to move into, definitely. There's 3 blue 4 now. Plenty of grenades being thrown in here. If Blue 4 still has a grenade here, they can throw that in. Oh my god, Op 4 sending more grenades. Oh god! Oh! That just killed another like 3 or 4 people. Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit. See, Op 4's the one throwing the grenades now. Oh my god. Yeah, he's in the minimum debt range, so it's just not hitting them. Oh. There's just so many dead. This is pretty much Blue 4's last stand. They still have one VIP over by Green 4. You got a little bit of Op 4 moving up in that direction, but I don't think Op 4 have the number to take care of that other position. Looks like some of them are trying to get up on windows to engage HVT here. Building's not going to collapse because it's set to invincible. See, assassinations usually end up being these, like, fatal funnel situations where Op 4, or the attacking faction, just loses a shit ton of people to it. Gets very messy. He's just firing through the fucking doorway, panicky. And Gur's trying to overwatch this corner. Yeah, no, Op 4 did. Yeah, no, you were part of Op 4. They did do a lot of fragging of themselves. I think the frag that killed like 4 people in here was a friendly Op 4 frag. Gur has a really great keyhole here, though. This is just disgusting. More smokes being deployed.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Ninja Sniper, thanks for the reset, my man.
Finally able to keep the sub to you going.
Redo, my man, I hope you keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you get a kick out of this F&F branch. It's just a freaking meat grind. There's literally like 20 bodies on this floor. I'll do a head count in a second. Sorry, Puma. Wait, so it was your first time platoon? Okay. Could have sworn I've seen you platoon lead other times. They're trying to summon Snoop Dogg to kill the HVI. How many smoke grenades is enough smoke grenades? He did a flip! He's running out of places to hide! I hope he has his lucky frag. Oh my god, he's crawling! Oh my god! Jesus freaking Christ. And they're gonna keep clearing. All right, one body. Two bodies. Three bodies. Ready? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, man. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Dude, this just tells a story. 24 with one last handshake. 25, 26, 27, 28. I think that's it. 28 bodies. 29, 30. 30 bodies in this building. Oh, man. Titty. Anyway. Yeah. Like I said, a literal freaking meat grinder. So, 20 minutes up for us to kill this one dude. If they kill him, they win. If they don't kill him in 20 minutes, they lose. There are probably more at the windows, you're right. And there's at least one on the rooftop, so there's 30 plus bodies up there. Oh, man. We got some Op 4 coming up, trying to pick people off. The blue berets might throw the attackers off because they know they're trying to fight and kill people with blue berets. So, or blue headgear. VIP could just run, but as soon as he leaves this yellow zone, he his position gets broadcasted to everyone on the opposite side. So otherwise, we just see some long-range shooting going on, some pretty bad skylines, but I mean that's Pepega being Pepega for you. So we did have one of the green 4 guys get picked off. Ah! Now that, sir, is a feat in of itself. How the hell did you do that? And how is that thing not exploded yet? That's nice. XX Custer leading Pepega's last stand. We got a few Pepega players in here. Actually, I don't think I only saw a roster. Was Roster over here, or was it someone else? Yeah, Roster's over here. Yeah, so he's the medic. Pepega man's last stand. Man, that DayZ parking, yeah, right. 18 minutes, Op 4 really broken apart here. I don't see it. This is gonna go to time. Remember when a VIP hit in a vehicle and it worked? Yes, that was you, Eric Kiru, on Senegasta. You hit under a Vic and just you eventually got found and killed, but it worked for quite a while. Very long game of hide and seek. Reminds me when Depso in the Sarani map, he pulled up a Ural under a little alcove on a building. He was able to camp there for the longest time, and then he finally just like killed 4 people and died. I didn't see any satchels on this Vic, but I mean, blowing up a Vic that is going to have a cook-off style explosion is very, very effective. It's not a Jeep. It's a Chevy. Oh, you mean like the Halo UNSC Chevy Tahoe that the innies use? Is that before or after Master Chief Bane's A Covenant? I don't know. I just know the memes from that show. That's all I got. Op 4 Zerg breach, yeah. AT!
Team 6.
Oh, it was just short. Oh, if it was a notch higher, it would have gone on here and killed these guys. Dang. Zagan, thanks for the sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operation. Seriously, it means a lot that you would sub. Regardless, hope you're getting a nice kick out of this little F&F scenario. It's a very slow match. 15 minutes play left over here. Green 4 trying to engage and pick off what they can. Now that those guys got the kill there, he was able to pull back. Who's this little shit? It's Dooley trying to run up with more AT. Look, in my definition, if you run up as the solo guy trying to AT the final objective, you are indeed a little shit. It's not meant to be an insult. Just how it works. Grenade just did some damage on Genry here as Op 4 starts encountering a few Green 4 guys around here. Now, it looks like you got some Op 4 trying to flank around on the south. 15 minutes remaining. That's going to take them at least another 5 to even get here. So 10 minutes? Yeah, maybe. Tough call either way. Alright, we're just trying to watch for these advantages. Excuse me, these advancements. Got tongue-tied there. Then I got stuck down my throat. Oh, well. What else is new? So, yeah, basically the single guys out here are just interdicting the larger groups of Op 4 and just trying to get licks. This group has now been spotted, so its maneuvering around is going to take even longer. I honestly think this is going to be a Green 4 victory, unless this Blue 4 guy gets sniped somehow. It's... If Dooley whiffs an AT shot and hits the HVI, I'll show my face. Like, that would be funny as fuck. I was just chilling in the freaking Tahoe over there, whatever. Halo the anime. I'd watch that. Not gonna lie, I did just have a half-second of fear right there, because I had to account for where he was and go, did I just write a check I wouldn't be able to cash? Yeah, 10 seconds later. Oh. Neat. There goes the Tahoe. Now he's trying to crawl away. The dude had AT and an FN mag. Of course he did. Probably looted that from a dead body because he had the RPG carry backpack, which means he started with it. Yeah, so this Overwatch element back here is going to stop anything from occurring on the left side. Right side. Oh! Oh! About to say, Dallas, please don't screw that up. Olaf could still wake back up, though, which is a little worrisome. There is actually a Halo anime. It is pretty damn good. Also kind of sad. I have vague memories of it. I'm waiting to see if Olaf wakes back up, because Dallas might not double tap. Fucking Spartan chicks with white hair, man. That's a fetish. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think Olaf's gonna wake back up. He just took too many rounds. Dallas just trying to find an angle, but again, Green 4 has the high ground here. They've got a superior numbers. I just don't see it. You got Dooley trying to charge up here under machine gun fire. He's still gonna go for it. He's popping smokes. He's literally doing the Olympic sprint. Don't worry about it. You know, just don't worry about it. So you got some marksman fire happening over there. We're at the 10-minute mark. Olaf, walk back up. Oh. Oh, man. Got him picking up blue 4 machine guns, but even then, it doesn't save you from the high ground. Kane gifting out 5 gift subs. If you got a gift sub from Kane, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations. And I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Was it a blonde? Fuck, I remember this white. Oh well, she was hot. Anyway.
Send in
I gotta resist saying mommy Spartan energy on stream, so let's just get back to the action, shall we? Alright, got Loki coming around over here. Got another Op 4 advance coming up. I'd imagine Dooley got picked off while trying to charge up. Yes, he did. And it looks like you got Pro Hunter down here looting his body. How many subs for me to restream DayZ tonight? All right, here's the deal. I have 2 meetings I promised with people at midnight. So if FNF NA ends early, I will stream up to midnight. Platinum Blonde, that's why. Yes. Anyway, like coconut. But anyway, and if you were here for that stream, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, if we still have time, I'll stream a little bit of DayZ, but it probably won't be much because FNF usually, if it goes slow like this throughout the night, probably won't have time for any sort of DayZ because I did it during the intermission phase between NA and EU. Ooh, charges. That's a satchel. Doesn't make it down far enough, though. It fell in this little hole over here and just did minimal damage. Did you just... Oh, I was about to say, if you just bounced it off the wall, I would have laughed at you. It's just not getting enough momentum there. Time check for FNF. 7 minutes remaining in this round. This is round 1. Op 4 starting to get up to the wire, so it could still turn around, but with their numbers, I doubt it. Green 4 still have a lot of overwatching elements as long as Blue 4's HVT stays hidden. What mod has those throwable satchels? Vanilla. It's a vanilla satchel with the Ace explosives option to allow the explosives to be throwable turned on. It's actually one of the newer features in all of Ace's debut. I think that one's only, I want to say, a year or so old, maybe a year and a half. We got some blind suppression going out here. You're gonna go change your laundry because the outcome's obvious? I'm gonna be honest, there is still a chance that one of these guys on the outskirts can get in here because you're having some guys harassing forces out here. So again, I'm not saying it's settled just yet. It's just based off of circumstance. But it is entirely possible. Got more explosives going off right here. Hardcore coming into the breach. And hops out of the breach. I think overtime's going to be called if there's Op 4 in the red zone. Because this is pretty significant here. I'm genuinely... Okay, so Op4 now have an overwatching position. They could pick off more green for. They don't know where the HVI is, so there has to be a southern push in here to basically get lucky and take this guy out. But now this position's being countered by some green 4 running around, but there is no commitment to that push. Seismo's just taking a free kill and backing off. And again, if you want to join in the fun, do !FNF. There we go. See, it's kind of nice, though, having that breach, because Op4 can just immediately get out and do that. Oh, my God. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. All right. Now, theoretically, Op4 can turn around and start getting some kills here. No, you are not John Wick, Hardcore. That's what I thought. Yeah, that recoil, the AK. Well, no, he still scored the kill. We are starting to see a turnaround here. Green 4 lost that numbers advantage last second. Every kill's gonna count here. Arcor just got picked off. The other guy got picked off. All right, that might have just turned it back in Green 4's favor, in all honesty, because I think there's only like 5 or 6 Op4 remaining. Yep. Oh my God, the aggression we're seeing here. Ooh, just enough to see your the face of your attacker. Four minutes. Maybe give me your milk and get in here. Close it to a 1v1. High probability he could win. But he has to run in there. But he's being incredibly cautious based off of the movement he's already seen outside of his position. Explosive satchel's going off over there. It's ineffective. Great pick off there by Give Me Your Milk. He's going for 2. Doesn't see that one guy right there crossing. He doesn't know that the HVI is in there, though. Oh, this little speck right here is saving him from that doorway. Oh, that's brilliant. Op4's down to 2 people on the Overwatch spot. Gets him. Dodges that gunfire, no blood. He got hit by something else, though. It is a 3v4. But if Op4 kill the right person, it's GG. This is getting close. I thought Green 4 would have a better hold on everything, but I guess in the CQC, their PvP just faltered. Knocks him to his feet. Give Me Your Belt, pulls back to reload. If he has a grenade, now would be the time. Oh! Lucky fucking headshot. It is now 2v3. No, Cosmonaut is 1 dude left. 2 minutes remaining. This is going to go to overtime. I don't see why this wouldn't go to overtime. I think Blue 4 just shot a Green 4, dude. I want to see this going to overtime. Normally, I would hate to see a match going to overtime, but this is actually very close, and Cosmonaut, I think, could do it. If it was someone else that I don't think could do it, probably not. But Cosmonaut, I would say he's like your traditional mid-range FNF player. He doesn't do anything too extraordinary. He has his moments, don't get me wrong, which this could be one of those moments. But, you know, Compared to Papega or Bay or Falcon, you know, he's not someone we often look at. But I think he could do this. He has to get the kill. Reload, reload, and shoot again. Reload and shoot again. He woke back up. He woke back up. If he didn't wake back up... Oh! Oh my god. Oh! My god. Wow. Literally down to the wire there. Holy shit. Alright, again, started slow. But that was a pretty good fucking ending. I agree, Iron Lance. How are you doing, buddy? Been a hot second since I've seen you. Iron Lance is one of the guys originally back from 2016 who occasionally drops by. Him and Zeno and Cobalt Cat are still from that original first generation.